Hello and welcome to today's reading. I'm happy to see everybody here today. Now for today's reading, I am going to add an energy card for the overall energy of the day, just to give you a little bit more to concentrate on for today as energy wise, and to remember that energy through while you're going throughout your day. Now, I've had to situate the camera multiple different times, and I apologize if you can't see this um, clearly. I just got back into my office today, so there's going to be probably a few changes, but as you can see, I am back over here into my office, which is a relief for me. I can work in peace and be able to do your readings for you on on an easier basis. Now, if you have not already subscribed to me, please right now go down, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell and set your preferences to see all or all notifications. That way you can get notified when I go live or when I upload new videos. And all of these videos are going to be uploaded daily before 8 a.m. That way you guys can have that first thing in the morning for your morning reading for the outlook for the day. And again, I want to let you guys know that when you go to my YouTube channel, it doesn't matter what day the reading was for. Use your intuition and choose a reading, and that will be for that day. I don't set these as specific days in order for you guys to be able to be interactive and choose your own reading for the day. So with that being said, I'm going to choose the energy for the day from my Dreams of Gaia deck. And I love this tarot deck because there's so many little symbolisms and stuff in these cards. There's just this is one of my favorite decks, along with the Book of Shadows collection, which is what these two are right here. And the links for both of those decks are down below, as well as don't forget to join my new social media. It's for all spiritualists, people that want to learn about spirituality or just want to get connected with other tarot readers. My students are on there waiting for you to book readings with them. And of course, if you want to book a reading with me, you can go to thehallowed.com and make sure you join. And when you join, you're automatically connected with myself and my students. So you will automatically be friends with us, so you can book with us that way. Just send us a message. You can do pretty much anything on like you can on Facebook, on that social media, but we are just starting. So there's not a lot on there right now, but the more people that join and are interested, the more activity that there will be on that site. And while you're there, don't forget to look at the top and click the link to join the Academy. There will be more and more courses there for you to learn from myself, my students, and other spiritualists that teach tarot, astrology, Reiki, anything you can pretty much think of. You're welcome to join. If you are a teacher, you are welcome to join as an instructor as well. Okay, now with that being said, let's draw our energy card for the day, and that is the King of Water. Now this card is really about bringing in the emotion with today and giving it a little bit of a softer side. You know, as you can see in here, we have the triple moon up above him on his head, and we have the heart below and the star, and of course those seahorses. It is that fatherly energy. It's more of a feminine energy. Even though this is a king card, it is that emotional card. It is that water. It is really concentrating on being that caregiver in that fun, loving manner, not something that is overly serious, because the King of Water loves to have fun, loves to play, loves to make things playful, especially when it comes to children and learning something new with the kids. That is that real fatherly, loving energy there that goes along with that. Excuse me. Now I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to do our regular drawing here. And I'm going to draw our outlook for today. Okay, now the Queen of Pentacles. Now this card is all about learning how to, or not learning, but growing along with other people and teaching. As you can see, they're walking along, looking at the plants, and this may have something to do with gardening. If you are in that, if you like to garden, that is something that most definitely would be a plus side for you today, getting out in the sunshine, getting out in that fresh air, learning about different plants maybe, or maybe going to a local greenhouse maybe and taking some of the free courses or free workshops that they offer. I know one where I live, we have some, I think, on Wednesdays and Fridays, I think, at 6 p.m. for people to go in and learn all about gardening from the professionals. So if that's something that you want to learn, that energy is definitely there today, along with the King of Water. I think it would be a fun experience for you or the family, or both. And then we have the Six of Chalices, or the Six of Cups. It's all about that remembering past relationships, getting together maybe with a group of old friends, or just simply remembering when you were young and having fun with the family, your parents, your siblings, things like that. It's all of those old memories that are coming in, but there's always kind of like a lesson. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, maybe reaching out to you, maybe for some help or just to reminisce and catch up a little bit. So that is fun energy as well. And then we have that Strength card coming in there, and card number 3. Now, when it shifts gears like this in the middle of a draw, it's kind of like, okay, we focused on family, we focused on fun. Now we're going to look at where we are in the present. And that is, you have that powerful feeling that you are right where you need to be. And with the past few daily readings, I have noticed that everything is really powerful. It is really pointing towards the energy of success and that energy of knowing and security, and you're right there where you want to be, and there's no anxiety about the future. You know, you've reached that point where you know where you are, you know where you want to go, you're headed in that direction, and there's really nothing to worry about. And the next card is the Wheel, but it is reversed. Now, usually when this is upright, it can indicate that you're moving into the next cycle. But with this card being where it is and the surrounding cards, I'm going to say that it is, you're at a place, especially combined with the Strength, you're at the place where you want to stay for a little while. But with the next card of the Death card, there may be a little bit of movement, but not right away. It's not something that you have to do like right now. There's going to be some kind of a change, but most of the time when there is that kind of a change, especially when it's talking about our future or our present, it is something that is going to benefit us. And with the Six of Wands being reversed as well, I see that you have already gotten to that point. You know, you have achieved that goal that you have been looking for. And now maybe it's just time to take that break, relax, have a little fun, like the King of Water was saying in the beginning here. Have a little fun, maybe learn something new, like a new hobby. I'm thinking hobby here. It's getting that hobby kind of feeling, but it's something that's going to be fun for you. Okay, now let's see what the rest of these, let's do a clarifying card here. Okay, now we have the Knight of Chalices on that Queen of Pentacles. And that would indicate to me that you've been daydreaming just a little bit about this new hobby that this reading seems to be about. It's something that you've wanted to do for a long time, but really haven't either had the finances or the time or the really the energy to do it and to think about what it is that you truly want. Now, the Knight of Chalices is all about daydreaming about who and what you want into your life and what it is that you see yourself in the future, who you see yourself with mainly. So who is it that really you have something in common with, hobby wise, not career wise or anything real serious, but what is it hobby wise? Who around you that you know of has that same kind of, I really would like to do this, maybe get together with them, and it's something that you guys can learn together and have a real ton of fun with today. And then on the Six of Chalices, we have the Knight of Swords. So that could be really all of these, memories that are coming back from your childhood, or if somebody, one of your past friends gives you a call, it might bring up some things that really make you think. And it makes you think about, again, things that maybe you would want to do, and you may be sitting down and making out a little bit of a strategy when it comes to, again, like I said, a hobby. It's not something that's going to be real serious here. It's just hobby wise. And then, of course, with the Nine of Wands on that Strength card, it just reinforces that energy that you have nothing to worry about. Typically with the Nine of Wands, it's, you're at that point where you're almost at that goal that you want, but you just have to push yourself a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more sleep. But you are well rested. Seeing that this card is reversed, you are very well rested. There's nothing for you to worry about. The passion is there for what you're going after, and you're really energized by just basically the feeling of that Strength card. So there's really nothing to be too concerned about when it comes to your future. Now, with that Wheel card, like I said, you're kind of right where you want to be, but there may be a few quirks which could probably lead to that Death card over there, that little change that may be going on. Like I said, this isn't a massive change. It's a little change that you're going to be, possibly dealing with, but it's nothing major. But that Seven of Swords is saying to me that you really need to do your research before you jump, just to make sure that it's something that you're going to enjoy and not something that is going to, add a little bit more anxiety, something that you think you may not really want to do long term, but possibly just something in the short term. So do a little bit of research and make sure, and decide before you jump in whether you want to do it long term, short term. When it comes to hobbies, a lot of times they're just short term, unless it's something that you really, really enjoy. So maybe just try it out a little bit and see how that change in your schedule works out for you. But with the Nine of Swords being reversed in this and on top of the Death card, it's really telling me that you have no fears going forward with this. You're going to find out that, it doesn't add any anxiety, and you're really looking forward to what is going to be happening with that. And with the Eight of Chalices, again, that just cements there's not really going to be too big of a change. It's not going to be something that you're going to have to leave people behind. It's not something that you're going to have to figure out where you want to go. It's just a minor change. It's nothing too major here. Okay, now I'm going to grab the As Above deck and see what the Divine has to tell us with these cards. Okay. All right, now on that first set of cards there with the Nine of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Chalices, we have the Path. And this could indicate something that a while ago you really dreamed of doing, but didn't set off on it until right now. It's something in the past that, like I said, it could be gardening. It has to do with something that's outside. If you look at all three of these cards, they're all outside. So I want to say it may have something to do with gardening. Maybe it is an outdoor kind of activity, maybe baseball, softball, um, some kind of activity that you have wanted to get involved in, and it's right up your alley. It's something that you're really going to enjoy. So really kind of focus on it. Don't take it too seriously because, like I said, it's just a hobby from what I'm seeing in these cards, and it's nothing that you really need to take too seriously. And when it comes to the Six of Chalices and this Knight of Swords and the Three of Air here, it's kind of like taking those memories, and maybe even, writing them down or even just concentrating on them and seeing what else is there, looking at them from a different point of view and seeing what else there is to see. Because this Three of Air is all about divination. It's all about looking at things from different angles. There may have been problems in the past that you couldn't quite solve, but now that your whole heart and head aren't in them, maybe you can solve those problems now, and make that happy ending that you couldn't get way back when. Or maybe it is simply there was an issue with a person in your past that you regret, that now you have figured out how you can take care of that problem, because you're looking at it from a different point of view at this point. Like again, you're not completely in that situation anymore, so you can see things a little bit more clearly from where you are now. And then we have the Two of Fire, which is Mercury. Now, Mercury can, throw a little bit of a wrench in things, but again, with the theme of this reading today, as I see it, I'm not seeing that you have to take it seriously again. I'm going to kind of reiterate that. It may be, you may say something out of turn. You might hurt a feeling here or there. Just be careful what you say. I don't see any contracts or anything like that being signed because, like I said, this is just about a hobby. It isn't anything major to do with your life. So even though the Two of Fire shows up in here, just be careful, and make sure you're communicating effectively when it comes to what you're doing and what you're going to be doing. And then we have the Wheel and that Seven of Swords, and we have the elements on top of there. This is looking really promising for whatever this hobby is for you, because you have everything that you need. You have that knowledge, you have the heart, you have the money, you're financially secure, or it will be coming. Your resources are there. Whatever you need, you have. So when it comes to whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, this card is definitely a 100% go for it kind of card. And then we have the Maiden of Water on top of this little change or this hobby that we're working on. And it throws the fun in there again. From that King of Water is coming in here with the Maiden of Water. The Maiden of Water brings a fresh, new, kind of like childlike feeling into it, a playful feeling into this new hobby that you're working on. And with this last card, the World, I think it's really going to be something that may actually complete you. It may end up being that, oh my God, finally I get to do this. And it's something that I'm going to hold on to for a while because I'm meeting new people. They're interesting. It's holding my attention. And I do feel like it's something that you may possibly be able to do for a long time, even though it is a hobby. Like me, we just started, this year is our first flock of chickens, my first garden on my own home soil. So those are things that I am starting that I am really excited about too. So whatever it is that you have started recently or maybe thinking about starting, today's reading is definitely the day to go for that hobby and start that out, because I do believe it's going to have some fun aspects to it, and especially throughout the summer, even if it's just a summer hobby, like the gardening or, the chickens or anything like that. If it has to do with outside, so it may be just a summer, but it's going to be a ton of fun for you throughout the summer. So whatever this is, today's reading looks like it's a big go for it kind of reading, and have fun. Remember that fun aspect with it. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Again, don't forget to join the Hallowed, and the link to that is down below. It's the-hallowed.com and the Hallowed Academy, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Please make sure you like and share this video.